What is good, y'all? It's your boy God CEO here, and welcome back to Mount Olympus Gaming. And in today's video, I will be giving my opinion on a solution that can help the NRS community. All right, so let's get right into it. All right, let's talk about the problem. So for those of you who don't know, there was a problem with Mortal Kombat 1's games. The problem lies in the community. It's really a difference in opinions, right? And ideologies. We have one side, which is a casual base, who love Mortal Kombat. They find it fun. They don't really take it that seriously, but they just enjoy, the graphics, the cool effects. Some people even enjoy invasions, and they just genuinely like the game. And then we have another side of the on the other side of the fence, which is the competitive player, right? Where those are the people who dissect the game, who learn frame data, who go out to tournaments and compete because they want to be known as the best. Also, like the true diehard fans. Most competitive players are genuinely diehard fans, right? And they just simply want a fair competitive game. So when they go against other people who are competitive, it can be cut and clear who is better. Not because of you chose a busted character, it's because I outplayed you. The issue is that with every DLC that Mortal Kombat has been dropping, we've been seeing a lot of things, bugs, questionable balance changes to certain cameos and characters, and it's really just left a sour taste in a lot of people's mouth. And I honestly feel bad for NRS, the devs specifically, because this is a nightmare, because they don't know actually who to listen to, because I'm sure everyone wants the game to be successful. I'm sure Ed Boon, the devs, they want everyone to enjoy the Mortal Kombat experience, but they seem to be missing the mark in doing that, right? So I'm going to give a solution, and my solution is very similar to the solution that Activision's IP Call of Duty does. So, which is there needs to be a definitive separation between ranked mode and casual mode, right? It's simply just not enough to select ranked, to earn points, to get on the leaderboards, and to choose casual, where you're not really, you're not really competing for any points. You're just kind of playing the game. They need to add on to the ranked experience. What do I mean by that? What does that look like? Okay, the first things first. If I choose ranked mode, certain characters and cameos should be different than if I chose casual mode, right? So, for example, if I chose Liu Kang, and Liu Kang has I'm just gonna give this as an example. His down one is 6 frames, right? But let's say his down one, something is the matter with it. Let's say it has a particular, I don't know, it's just unfair, right? In ranked, maybe that down one is no longer 6 frames. Maybe it's 7 frames. It's a bit slower now to make it more balanced compared to the rest of the cast, right? And the same thing goes for the cameos. Say if Chameleon's the recharge rate is faster in casual mode, but in ranked mode we have a longer cooldown, right? This is something NRS should look into, right? Because by doing this, I believe you can appease both sides of their player base. Because when the devs want to make a certain change, when pro players and people in the fighting game community talk about it on Twitter and different outlets and social media, now you can make those changes, but it would be specifically for the ranked version of the characters, not the casual version. The casual players will still have access to everything that the character does the original way that the devs intended. But there needs to be a difference, because when you have people, high level people, pro players who go out to tournaments and compete for money, right? Just like Mortal Kombat's Final Comp Pro Tour, like these are people who've been grinding the game and who literally are competing for money, right? It's unfair to them how certain changes happen to the game and they now have to, let's say 10 days out, readjust certain things. For example, when Homelander dropped, there was a bug with the cameo named Sector. Now his helicopter move, if you hold R1 where he does the pressure, it used to take the entire meter. Now it's reverted back to day one version to where it only takes half a meter, right? So you can do it twice. In my opinion, I believe that should stay, but that should stay for the ranked version for a character and a cameo. And then the way how they intended it to be, where it takes the full bar, should be done on a casual standpoint. I believe if they adopt this, it would make the game, it would make the community become one, because now two different ideologies can coexist at the same time. Kind of similar to the whole Liu Kang's timeline and Shang Tsung's timeline, Titan Shang Tsung, you know, existing. Whatever, that was just a little pun right there. But with all seriousness, I believe if they really need to do that, because ranked matches traditionally always should mimic tournament play. So for example, like another big thing the community didn't like was it started with the first to threes and then they changed it to first to two. Now if anybody ever played in a tournament, it's always first to three. So if I'm playing ranked to be known as the best and I'm earning points, I'm on the leaderboards, it should follow the same rule set, right? So I think if NRS really digs deep into this philosophy and look at it this way, I think they can make this game really, really good and appease both sides. Because now when you have players go to Twitter, which is now known as X, and voice their opinions on, okay, this cameo is busted, this cameo needs to be tweaked, this character, this move is a problem. Guess what? Well, they just only need to change how that character does in the ranked version, right? But if you choose to play the casual, hey, guess what? The character remains the same. I believe this strategy is the best way to go about it. Of course, it needs to be fleshed out more. Like I said, going back to first to threes, adding a ranked version, frame data changes for characters and cameos, cooldown times for cameos changed, different things like that. I think if they follow this ideology, they will have much success. Now, tell me what you guys think in the comment section. I'm curious to know if you guys actually agree with this viewpoint. Drop a thumbs up and also share this video on Twitter, aka X, and tag Ed Boon himself. I really believe this is a true solution to fix the problem that is just plaguing the community. But on that note, I will catch you guys later in the next video. Peace.